Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you, and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is, a one-color wonder. Join me in the studio and I'll show you how. Today's card is a one-color wonder, and I had to use First Frost with Highland Heather. So I am using this image, the small rose, and this thistle. I have a piece of Highland Heather that's 3 by 3. I have a strip of Highland Heather, and this one is 1 3/4, and it's the length. I just took the strip. I didn't cut it down because I'll cut it down when I put it on my card. I have a piece of Whisper White that's 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. My card base is Whisper White, and it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to be using the Floral embossing folder. I'm using the Frosted Bouquet framelits, and I have the pieces to match the rose. I have the thistle, and I have that one, and I need some scraps of Highland Heather. I just remembered to cut this out, so I'll grab those. And I'm going to use the banner punch also. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my banner, and this is a lot smaller than it needs to be, so I'm just centering it side to side and then trimming it. Now, this is going to be embossed, but I want to make sure that this rose shows up, so I'm going to strategically place it there. This is too long, so I'm just going to cut it off. All right, I'm going to put this in here with that rose strategically placed, and I will emboss this. I want to highlight this, so I'm going to pull in a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to use my Highland Heather ink, and I am going to very gently pull it across so that those raised images get highlighted. And I'm being very careful as much as I can to get the raised images and not the background. I did catch that one there, but I think I'll be okay. All right, so there's that. Okay, I've stamped my 3 roses. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this image onto, I need a piece of paper underneath. I'm going to stamp it along the bottom here just for some interest. All right, now what I need to do is stamp my thistle, and I'm just going to do one of those. And now I need to cut out all my pieces. This one's going to be out of Highland Heather. Okay, I have all my pieces cut. So this piece gets layered on here, and I haven't decided. Don't pay attention to that. I messed up, and so I'm using the other side. There's always 2 sides, so there's always a way to fix it. So keep that in mind. Mess up one side, flip it over. All right, there's that, and that's going to come down into it. I may need to add more. We'll see. It's going to depend on what it looks like when I get it put together. All right, first step I want to do is I want to attach this, and I'm going to attach it very close to the edge I'll trim it off and make it even. In fact, I think I'll do that first. I'm going to take it to my trimmer and trim it and make it even. Okay, I got the edge even. So now let's put some tear and tape on here. And I'm just going to put 2 strips, and one on each side and one in the middle. Right. One down the middle, just to hold it in place. There we go. Now we're going to add this. Make sure it's burnished good. With it being embossed, sometimes the edges don't get stuck down and you rip up your tear and tape at the same time you're taking the back off. So burnish it down real good. All right, now this is going to go on here. I'm going to put it up a little like so, even with the edge. And you know, I think I want another piece down here. So I'm going to take some Post-it notes and stick it here so I don't get ink on my purple. And I'm gonna do a second generation stamping. So I'm gonna pull in my scrap paper, and I'm just gonna add some of this here, just so it's filled in, so to speak. Much better. And now I can take off my Post-it notes. And then this piece is going to go here, and I want to make sure it's going to go on dimensionals. I want to make sure that that flower, that rose, shows. All right. So I'm going to add some dimensionals on the corners. That backing came off. Man, they're all stuck together. All right. And I'm not going to add one to the center. Yeah, maybe I am. I'm going to put one in the center. I was thinking it was raised and it wouldn't be a good idea, but it needs a little support. So I'm going to add some. Come on, backing. All right. Let me get this on here. Right about so. And now I'm going to add this on, but I want to put my flowers down, kind of figure out where my flowers are going to go, because, all right, these I want behind this. So let me take this one, and I'm going to put it on here like so with a glue dot. So I'm going to take a glue dot, I want it on this side. All right, and I'm going to put this on here like this, and I'm going to trim this piece off so that it doesn't hang out. I am going to make sure that I don't cut the other piece. And then this I'm going to put on with glue dots. The others I'll put on with dimensionals. So move this out the way. Put that one there. This one goes on with a dimensional. And I need to do some, no, here's some. I've got some here. And this one, I'm going to put this little guy behind it, and I'm going to kind of go like this. So I've got to put a glue dot on this one, pinch it so it doesn't rip it off, and then I'm gonna, oops, good thing I didn't stick that down all the way. There, that's better. All right, I'm gonna trim that just a little bit because I don't know if it's gonna show. All right, and then this one is gonna go like there, and then my last one is also going to go on with a dimensional, but I want to put this on first. So I'm going to take my glue dot, put it on. I'll put that glue dot close to the bottom. Trim that off. Add my dimensional. Don't you like this play-by-play? All right, and this one is going to go there. Now, I'm not adding a sentiment to mine. If you want a sentiment, you have a space down here that you can easily stamp it on. So there it is. And I did the inside in the envelope. Let's see what we're going to do in 2 weeks' time. Let's see, what stamp set? I've got 2. Oh, I've got a bunch. All right, now I've got one. Accented Blooms and Blueberry Bushel. If you like my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. You don't want to miss my ideas. Don't forget to leave me a comment. It helps me out on YouTube. I also have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I have added in Monday at noon for lunchtime with Robbie. We've had some fun in there. We've been doing some techniques and fancy fold. This week, we're actually going to do a mystery stamp-along. Join us. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your online person. Send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. I hope you will join me in 2 weeks' time when I do Accented Blooms with Blueberry Bushel. Have a great day.